Hey, welcome back to rmwraps. My name is Randy Miller, and this is stage, or actually test 3, and we're going to do this kind of style of doors. And it's Bodaq. I gotta remember that name. We're testing out Bodaq again. It's as similar as Dynoc and Bell beam material, and this is the design of this one right here. We're actually going to wrap the first part right here, and then going to wrap here. We're going to cut straight this way. We have two different choices for that. We can cut a 45-degree angle cut or straight up and down. This is actually right here is the straight up and down. So we're going to try to copy this guy right here. And all the vinyls come 4 feet wide, and you can right now order by this product is you have to order by the roll, but we're going to try to see if we can do it by the yard soon. But other than that, actually, I've been very pleased with this product. It's turning out very nice. And okay, so what I done on this one right here is actually I used rubbing alcohol and water, and I cleaned everything around here in the corners and around the here. Also, I used a primer 94, and where I used primer 94 was around here, these edges right here, and also around here, also around the top part right here. Let's get a little bit closer so we can get a little more detail. Zoom that down. Let's see where we're at. Okay. There we go. Okay, so what I would do is I would tackle this inner part first. And then what I'm going to do, I use straight edge cut. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap it and go around here and try not to cut on this right here. Okay, let's get started. So I used the back of the papers, the 1-inch cut. What I use is a bodyguard from Yellow Tools, and I use this all the time. And what it does is basically tacks down the vinyl, and it doesn't go anywhere. So I just cut that back here, not the vinyl itself. And also, there's other tools I'm using. I'm using this right here, and it shoves it in there around the edges, and also around the corners, right here in the corner. And also the Betty tool I'm using. It's a great tool to use. I love it. And all these tools are on yellowtools.com. And just check it out. I mean, I highly recommend this company, or the tools and everything. Alright, so I pre-cut everything to make this video a little quicker. So I'm making sure it's overlapped everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the backing out. Okay, it's going to tack it on right there. Do one crease, that's it, yes, that's it. Okay, make sure everything is all nice and tight. Level. That looks pretty level. Okay. So what I like to, before I do anything else, take Mr. Scissors, Happy Scissors. It's at the end of the day. I'm a little tired. Okay, so I aim for this corner. So I don't know if you can see this corner right here. What I do is I aim and I go over just a little bit. Aim for that corner. Let's go for the other happy corner. Okay. This relieves the vinyl, so you're not fighting with it. The less time to fight with it, the better. So I'm just kind of grabbing that, and I'm going in just a little bit. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, it doesn't matter if you cut it a little further in, because the vinyl just fills it up anyways. Okay, I'm going to use my Betty tool. And again, I am testing out this product. It comes from Korea. No, let's do the other side. Same thing. Got a little too excited. I got a little crease mark right here. So if you get little air bubbles, you can massage it out. Or if it's a really big air bubble, you just kind of, what I use is the heat gun and I pop the air. Okay, next I lift up the vinyl and I'm just shoving that vinyl in as far as I can. That Primer 94 is really working too. See how it's kind of releasing or release? It just makes the vinyl, you're not fighting with the vinyl basically. Unless you fight with the better. Alright, now we have two different choices. We can actually, every job's a little bit different, and so I'm just kind of visualizing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to actually cut. I'm going to use actually a little thicker tool. Where's that tool at? They have like 3 different sizes or thicknesses of tools. Let's see if you can see that right there. This one is pretty thin right here, and this is like a, I want to say 2 millimeter. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's a little bit thicker. The reason why I want to use this is actually, so when I shove this in here and I cut, it gives it the right thickness, and I'm not cutting. There we go. And if it's the right thickness, actually it's a perfect thickness, because now the vinyl actually is going underneath that lip. That's perfect thickness. So if I was, for instance, if I went right here and I cut straight down and then I put the shove there, you can actually see this color on that corner, and I'm just kind of giving, it's more of a detail kind of stuff. That's what I kind of aim for, is all these little detail stuff. It's like a game. There, see, it's sinking in there. Now, when I get the vinyl for this right here, I'm going to flip it open and shove it in there, and I'll try not to cut right on top of here. Okay. If you really want to, you can just actually leave it like this, but I just want to show you. Okay, next we're going to hit the side, or the top parts. Okay, I got a straight edge. Okay, so I'm looking for a straight edge. Well, you know what I can show you? Okay, so if you don't have a straight edge, hold on, let me show you something. This is what I do in a lot of job sites, that I don't have a ruler or a straight edge, and I can't cut on the table, or I don't have a cutting mat with me. I'm going to show you something real quick. This is actually I don't know if this is actually, I don't know if anyone else is doing this. Okay, let's just say you got to have a straight edge, and you don't have, and it's, you know, it's a smaller or bigger piece or anything like that, and it's all wobbly here. So let's just do this. Okay, so it's all wobbly and everything, and you want it a perfect straight edge, but you don't have a table to cut it on. I do this all the time, and it works, and it's a straight cut. Straight edge, that's a straight cut. So that's how you get a perfect straight cut without cutting on anything. You're just putting your knife against this right here and cutting this way. And so if you're doing like little slivers, like if you got like a little area back here and you need you know, like 2 inches, so I do the same thing. I just go like this, I cut it, and that's a perfect straight edge on both sides, and then I place it right there, and then it's perfect. Don't tell anyone this is my only trick. Keeps me afloat. I'm only joking. Okay, let's go back to, let's get this going right there. There you go. Okay, I just had to show you that. I might do little videos, tips and tricks. Okay, so what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to overlap it. I'm going to try to see if I can actually do it this way. Look again. Yeah, there it goes. So I'm sneaking it in. I'm not cutting it. Just using my fingernails. I'm kind of walking it. And actually what I'm going to do is to relieve some of this pressure. Anytime when you have to fight with the vinyl, there's always a ways to release it. Okay. You always want the vinyl just to kind of lay down, and if it's lasts and you can't lay it down, let it lay down. You have to have heat. Go ahead, use your heat. But it's actually, that's the last resort, is using heat. So, and the only time I use heat is to sink in the vinyl. Activate the glue. I mean, sorry, activate the glue, and also. Okay, so I'm going to use this as a straight edge, and I'm going to go straight down. Let's see if I can actually show you that. Sorry about that. Okay, try not to get in the way. Now with this, I would probably do a double cut. And a double cut is when the vinyl gets right on top of the vinyl, or right butts into the vinyl itself. Oops, sorry. Alright. Now if I was doing both sides, I would do the back side first, and then do the front. Okay, let's do the other one. And you don't want to go right at the corner because you're going to actually see the underneath of the vinyl. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Trying to get in your way. gonna line it up. There you go. It's such a small area, I think it's just easier doing it this way. Right in the corner, release it a little bit. Well, I'm going to show you how you do the double cut too. So, there's always a little different ways to do this. Actually, if you want to do a double cut with the curved corners like this, it's a little challenging. I'm going to show you how you do a double cut, but I want to get it set up first. So the curved corners like this is, like I said, more challenging to do. So the only way you can do a double cut on this is just on this piece of wood right here. This is underneath, so okay. Let's get rid of this. Oops. Okay, so straight edge, look for the straight edge. Okay, so on this side. With the wood grain, and I can easily put this, or you can cut on here. I just, less cuts, you make cuts on the vinyl, the better. Okay, so it's kind of, see how I'm kind of relaxing the vinyl. So it's more or less laying down. Alright, so here's a good question right here. Here's where we can't actually, I'm going to show you a little double cut and see if I can do that on that side real quick. Hi! He's in the back.
You're here on a Monday?
Yeah.
Hey, this looks pretty cool. Your new,
Oh, the new stuff? Hey, you've been here for a while.
So whose vehicle is that?
Yeah.
I'm almost.
Mine.
Wow.
Yeah, you've been here a while. I bought a car and we wrapped it.
That is cool. So you're gonna ride it off, huh? Or sorta?
Kind of. Like mileage. Yeah. But Scott gave me a phrase to afford it, so.
Awesome. Now who is this gentleman?
That's Randy.
I'm Randy. I'm arm wraps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just caught me.
He's playing with some new architectural finish stuff. He's wrapping some of our cabinet doors.
Oh.
So it's making it look like a different kind of wood. Oh, here. So, like this.
The cabinet behind him, that's what the door started as today.
Oh
that door in his hand was
gosh.
white and now it's like stone wall.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, how long does it last?
Only lasts for a couple of weeks and then it falls off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No.
That's called job security.
Seriously?
This is what it looks like. It lasts for years.
Really?
Yeah, I wrap.
But
I
it's
don't
probably
see-
really expensive, huh?
Depending on what you think's expensive.
Well, if you were to decide between
It's not contact
refacing-
paper. It's not contact
Right,
paper.
refacing cabinets versus wrapping them.
It's probably cheaper. It's probably, yeah, but the time,
It's cheaper material-wise, but it's more labor-intensive, so it's kind of a wash.
yeah,
But this stuff he's working with today is a new brand out of Korea.
yeah.
But most of the stuff he works in is 3M brand.
3M and Dynoc
Which
material.
is the same stuff we make all our stickers out of. It's the same stuff that goes on our car wraps. I mean, 3M is the biggest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you have a lot of different choices. I mean, you can go fabric, you can go solid colors, leather, concrete.
So you can do a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do pretty much anything.
Yep.
Is it the same thing as this?
No.
That was different.
No, but this stuff's more durable.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
But and you,
There's
I
no
mean, it's on there.
it's on there. Yes, yes. You got
If you did a wall on this stuff and then tried to take it back off, you'd be putting new drywall up. But yeah, that stuff's pretty darn durable. I mean, you do cabinets with it, you're eventually gonna have the edges come up where you're pulling on the drawers the most. But if you have hardware, if you have door handles and whatever, I don't see why that stuff wouldn't last 10 or 20 years.
Yep.
Easy.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
but yeah, just another.
He had a new brand contact him and I'll try it. Send him a bunch of free samples.
Hey, he looks like he's having fun. Like he said.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
Didn't you just get back from Washington? You were doing like a 55-foot yacht?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do yachts, I do boats, I do hotels, high-end
What year was
homes.
that yacht you did?
In Florida?
Yeah. No, the one in Washington.
Oh, it's an older one, but it's a retro one.
Yeah, so I mean, all the inside of the yacht. You did everything. The cabinets, the door trim,
The walls,
trim of the
everything.
windows, the columns inside, the bar, all of it. One end of the boat together.
And it costs a lot cheaper me doing that instead of them replacing it and putting new stuff in.
Yeah, renovating the boat.
Yeah,
Got to dry dock it, rip it all out.
yeah. That's where the benefits come in.
Okay,
It's great to meet you.
Yes.
I'm not charging for these because that died on me. We spent all day ripping that apart. I sat here at 3:30 on Friday. Well, first off, we tried to boot the machine up to print these on Friday, and there was no white ink in there. That's weird. Couldn't get white ink to print through it. Had to replace the filter, and then sit here stirring the white ink. We have new ink and everything else. And here we go. Wait. Why did it just make a noise? I go over, white ink line pops, splatters white ink all over the wall, it blew up the print head. Then we get here today, get it all dumped back together, and it did that 6 more times. We finally pulled out, there was a solid core of white ink that long back there. So it's down right now, and I ran out of white ink, ran out of other colors, and it's all coming in. It broke some little white plastic thing hanging out of it. Those actually hold the ink before it goes in the print head. We put so much pressure on it because it was backclogged, and it was trying to push ink through. Actually blew up one of those things. Scott was behind the machine, he peeks out to the front, and said, "Look, okay." It blew up into the face. Perfect timing.
Did you get a picture?
No, but it was all over his glasses. It was just this line across his face. It ruined his t-shirt. He just went, "It popped." He turns to look at me and I said, "Yes, it did." I said, "Did I get it in the home?" I said, "Oh, okay." Anyway, so I had to do these in full digital heat transfer. And the cutter was a little off. So if you look at like the dog's legs, they're just a little jaggy and goofy, but I don't know how it can work. Okay, perfect. If you start to have the edges and stuff come up, bring them back with you.
Well, I do need to put because these are gifts. So the last two that I ordered, I don't think I paid $5. So that would have been, let's see, would have been in March have the dog though. They both would have said table rock. Oh, okay.
I see him. I see sales tax on those things.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well then 3.
And these are not going to charge you on the printer, so.
Oh. Oh.
So it's just.
Okay, these are okay. So in other words, why don't you listen, Sherry?
It's one of those things of if they catch one of 3 T-shirts, I'll give them $1.80. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, while I have you here, I thought going forward, I'm actually going to keep this style no matter what.
With the dog?
You know, well, or just the got trail on the mountains and stuff. If I want to put something different in there, we're not going to change this part. It's just, is there a way you could put like a horse rider? You could get a little horse rider.
that'd be
in there.
tough, yeah. That was my first thing. I go, how the hell am I going to make a dog look like a stick figure?
That is so cute.
And I just went to Google and found one that looked cute, but I'll have to see if we can find a horse that still looks like a horse by the time it's done in outline.
Yeah, because, I mean, just kind of goofy like this, though.
Right. Yeah, I still wanted to match the runner, kind of with
Right.
the outline. And,
Right.
Yeah.
And so, because I want to do a shirt for my pants,
Okay.
but I want it to have a horse on it instead of the runner and the dog.
Okay.
And what I want to do is, so I want to put down below, I want to put Story Sisters and Company and SQR. I can email this to you.
Okay.
But then, remember how you did the circle for the dog pictures? I just want that actually in the circle. I think I'll have not the outside, but just in the circle and put a picture in there because it's really on horses. And put them on the back. And then, just got put on the little.
Well, when you go on that thing, yeah, you start to lose detail.
Right. So.
But if we go to this material, you can see it.
Right. So anyhow, so I wanted to do that for
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna actually have to order some shirts.
Maybe I need to shut something else. I have all of your stock thrown into an Excel spreadsheet. So.
Okay. Okay. Well, I just don't want to put the order in so I don't get it to them by Christmas.
Okay, well,
So.
yeah, right now
Okay.
Thanksgiving's gonna throw a little snag in shipping of shirts here, but I mean, it's not like we're a month